Most important thing in business is honesty, integrity, hard work. You need somebody?
When I need proof, I pray that I find the truth. Feel like it's pulling my tooth, and what's done in the dark slowly letting me loose. My love right by my side, she know I ain't got no proof. Picture me, tossing in my sleep. I'm fighting demons alone, she hugging me, screaming we. Picture somebody bringing life to your life. Got the plug, told Virgil, right wife on my wife. Nigga, easy.
And we back here with another episode here of my brothers. We gonna get into it for real for us. I was thinking,
what the hell did you just say?
I don't know. We just gonna keep chugging along. I was speaking in tongue,
and then went right into it like nothing happened.
It's Sunday. Hallelujah.
Nothing happened. You know, just got like nothing happened. But no, seriously, we're gonna get into it. But before we do, hi, Bonnie.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Iman.
You take it like 5 weeks old, dog.
Yeah, I mean,
I ain't want to come on here and curse because you know I be trying to chill. So,
but no,
fuckity fuck.
How was your week been, man?
Week was actually
Week was weekend.
It was funny good. It was funny good.
Care to elaborate?
So
watch your mouth.
So I was doing Lyft the other day, right? Mm-hmm. And Shorty got in the car, had to take her ass from Center City all the way to Norristown.
She'd have been on that train.
Yeah, it was definitely like a 50. And remember that one specifically, I think they gave you like $35 for that shit. So I was like, yo, that's dope. Any other time,
I done went to bed after that.
Nigga, trying to get back to Philly after that, and it was after work, so I was tired of shit.
Oh, yeah, you.
But yeah, I know. But I dropped like when we get there, she's like looking for like a graduation party or some shit. So we driving down like behind the sticks and shit, like we just driving. And I was like, hey, such and such, do you listen to podcasts? And she was like, sometimes. And I was like, would you like to add another one to it? And she was like, who's? Like everything was just like, and I'm like, mine, it's Lessons on Some Podcasts. She like, what are you talking about? So I'm like, we talk about a host of things. Like our last episode was actually we was talking about alpha males. The episode before that, we was talking about spouse versus your unborn child. Which one would you pick? And she was like, okay. And got right out of the fucking car.
Can't you give a rating to your drivers?
Because it'd have been a 0. And they put the reason listen to my podcast. I'd have said it.
Yo, she's like, everything was just, what is it?
When she said that felt like she was like, why are you talking to me?
Right.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah, but didn't even know where the fuck he was going. I had to drop through these fucking
she was scared for her life
and shit. I was scared for my life.
No, I'm saying with the us.
Yeah, like dog, like you got me driving through all these motherfuckers. I'm African chick. I'm just rolling over gravel and shit, fucking up my undercarriage out of the car and shit.
Yo, it's funny that you said that shit. That you said she was African because
what the fuck you about to say, dog? Chef, how was your week?
My week was a week, and I'm sick of everybody that applies to my job that says that they're going to come to that they're coming to an interview and they just don't show up.
So that's like some real shit,
bro. It's pissing me off. And then when they do show up, right? When they do show up, so I'll do the phone screening myself, right? Mm-hmm. After I do the phone screening, I send the information to another person. They set up the whole calendar information and then they send it to another person. That final person sends them the email with all the information, with the date, the time, the location, and what they need. The morning of the interview, she sends it to them again. I actually allow the people to pick the date and the time that they want. So you can't say I gave you something where you just didn't know. No, this is the date that's available. You pick the date and the time. Cool, no problem. They do all of that. Either they don't show up, or when they do show up, we go to make the offer, and then we find out that these cats don't have either no ID, or not a valid ID, or no diploma because they can't find it, which I'm not mad about. I can't tell you what my diploma is to this day.
So
that
you
was
need your
17 years
diploma?
ago. For healthcare, it's a lot of this healthcare job, they just want to make sure you graduated. But if you got a GED, that's cool too.
So no, it's just like yeah. I mean, it's been years.
Yeah,
I actually have my diploma and like 3 copies of my transcripts.
Must be nice because I ain't got none of them.
Because if you don't have the diploma, you can get the transcripts.
Correct. Which again, I'm not mad about that because you can even call.
Can you bring that? Like, were you allowed the transcripts?
So yeah, you are. So even if you come to interview, say we make the offer, right? And you say I don't have my diploma. Okay, cool, not a problem. You can get the transcript. They'll email it to you. Send it right to us. But that's not the frustration. The frustration is you got grown ass people who have a fucking ID.
I was about to say that too. That's wild.
Me and Steph literally
So I'm
made
like, I
the
don't
same
understand why you do not have an ID. Even anytime I've lost my ID, I want to put that very next day.
Yeah.
So I got people coming to interviews making offers, and they're just like, all right, well. So the one guy, because even with
like
the ID,
fresh out of jail or something?
no. Well, I mean,
if
if they are, then we don't know because they don't have an ID. However, if we get the ID and we get the social and we do the background check, we can see it. But you can't do it without the proper information. So I can take your social, run a background check. That's nothing. But for documentation purposes, like
I gotta know that social
like
is
the 1099 and all the
connected,
other good stuff, you have to have a valid ID.
Yeah.
So it's like a bank. You can't go to a bank and open up an account and your ID expired 2 years ago. So one guy, he had a picture of his ID. I said, okay, cool. I mean, it worked. I said, but we can't really do anything because it's not valid. I said, so when it comes to you taking your drug test, how you gonna take a drug test? The issue is, like, I don't get it. I don't understand why grown people do not have their IDs. But for me, it's so frustrating because I'm calling you and I'm having all these conversations and you're wasting my time. Like, you just literally wasted hours that I just can't get back from me calling people, set up interviews, and then y'all just don't show up.
I think that
a slew of people.
Bro, I wish tomorrow when I get to work, because I leave my stuff at work, I'm going to show you the whole packet full of people I called.
Jesus Christ.
And then some of you leave a voicemail, they don't call you back. And then the one little ignorant heifer, she going to hang up on me. Because she was talking a lot of kind of stuff. She was like, I can't. Like, can you speak up a little bit? And she's like, okay, I'm sorry. She hung up. So I'm like, all right, maybe the phone messed up, whatever. So I called back. No answer. I've left voicemails on people's phone, but I don't understand. Like, if you are looking for a job and I call you for an interview, why do you not call back if I left a voicemail? And what really pisses me off, I got your money. What really pisses me off is they be like, you can't say I'm not coming because, like, when at least for my job, when you go in there, well, not my job, but at my job, it's a whole description plus the pay rate. So don't say, oh, I know I was getting paid that amount. It's the first thing next to the what you call it. So don't use that excuse. Like, it's irking the fuck out of me, bro. Huh?
Steph has. I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say. Cause pause. But you want to go first?
What?
Was you about to say something?
I was.
You're very prepped and ready. That's what I was about to say, and I just didn't want to say.
His eyebrows went like this.
He was ready, so
because no, it was a question. Because like when you said you can't believe adults who had their don't have their ID. I feel like I had my ID since I was a young boy. I had the red stripe that says 21 and like
until 21.
I don't know if they do that no more.
I don't know,
bro.
But
I don't know nobody that need one yet.
Yeah, like the old school Jones that we had was like 20 red stripe and it says you'll turn 21 when it's day.
Yeah, it got the date of your birthday and it say until 21.
Yeah, I'll ask Irene. After she got a driver's license. I mean, that's if I talk to her because I don't think I'm gonna talk to her for a month.
Now just penalize her because she was trying to be big dog.
Like I said, so I'm pretty sure that we all had the vertical ID, right?
Mm-hmm. We did.
Okay.
Definitely, I still got mine.
Word?
I was kind of hyped to like be like, oh my god, it says until I'm 21.
And this might be just me being an a-hole because I just don't understand the concept. So when I do interviews and like even the people at work, like I don't give them my personal number no more. Everybody has the business number. Bro, Bull texts me several times within the last 2 days. So I interviewed you 3 days ago. And you said that you was going to get all the stuff the very next day, didn't go and get none of it. But then you want to text me my personal time on the weekend. I need the job. Why does that matter?
So
you don't have your ID. You don't have your transcripts. You don't have your social. You have nothing, bro.
He ain't got his social.
You have nothing.
How are these people in like the age of like
this person
fresh out of high school?
No, so this particular person that kept texting me is older than all of us at this table.
And he don't got a social security card. He don't got his life identity number. Go ahead and listen to that. You know what I mean? But
I'm confused. So he has it. He just don't have the actual.
His mama still got it.
No.
He a mama's boy.
I don't know who got. He live
Don't
with
do
his
that.
grandma.
Because a lot of people still keep their shit at their mom crib.
I mean, if your mom,
Bro, my chafing is at my mom's crib. You hear me?
listen, that's understandable. Mom house.
My
is
diploma might be my mom's house. It might be there.
Mom's house might be like that. The golden storage. But you could at least have a copy of it if she got the original.
I mean, I just think after you get a certain age,
Mom, give my stuff.
and especially if you're married, it's childish for you not to have your own social security card. That's my personal opinion.
Go listen to that too.
Like,
However, like I'll take me, my social, my birth certificate, my passport.
I
Is all
thought
in
you
the
about to say his
lockbox.
social. It's about to be like, what are you doing? What are you
No, I
doing?
ain't worried about that. I mean, they don't want this credit. This credit is jacked.
Okay, if y'all can fix it for me, then we can talk.
They can't even get a bottle of water on credit with this credit. But yeah, it's annoying, bro. Like it's annoying.
But what I was about to say from the beginning was, I've said this multiple times. These are the $40 hoes. They only apply for these jobs so that PHA and them will see it and be like, okay, give her food stamps for this month.
I got a news flash for you. The women don't come to interviews. It be the men that come. The women apply. They just don't come.
What
The
I just say? They ain't got to
men.
get the job.
The men are the ones.
They
that
just
come
have to
with
show
no ID.
PHA that they're applying.
And then we had one girl. We like hired her on the spot. She had all the information. What bank do you have? She says, I don't know what bank I have. Why do you not know what bank you have? She says, I don't know. I just graduated.
So you don't have a
nothing
bank.
to do with what bank you have. I would rather
did
you
she
tell me
think
that you
she
don't
was-
have a
y'all
bank
was
than to
asking
tell
her?
me you don't know what bank you have. For her direct deposit information, she said she don't have a bank. She don't know what bank she has.
I wonder if her parents set up her account. Because you said she just graduated high school.
That's what she said.
I wonder if...
No,
Mom said she lying.
So here's the thing.
She like, whoa.
No, so here's the thing. My mom set up an account for me when I was like 13. I knew what bank it was. It was Freedom Credit Union. That's not a logical excuse that you don't know what bank you bank with.
You're right, because mine was Citizens, and I hated it.
So it's like I'm
Like they charged you like $5
No,
for your
more.
checkers account. I mean,
Citizens,
well, this
like
was
the
back
green
in,
thing?
Gotcha.
Yeah, this was back in 2000.
Gotcha.
Like,
Oh,
so
I'm old.
at what, like as a fucking 15, 16-year-old, like you think I'm gonna keep $5 in that bitch for y'all every month?
Well, no, because what credit you do, you'll put 5 in it, but the 5 never, they just take the 5. The 5 never
But this
shows up.
Citizens is a regular at 13, 14, 15. Who the fuck is keeping $5 in their bank account?
Especially if somebody is lower
It
than
might-
motherfucker for you.
Because I
Yeah,
didn't
like
know. So
that.
at that time when we were younger, I was a Mac machine boy. I didn't have the access of. I didn't know anything about a debit card.
That's what I'm saying. I was
Debit card,
going
I'm not keeping 5. Mac machine, 5 gonna stay in there. Like savings account, 5 gonna stay in my savings because
I
I
ain't
can't
have a
swipe
savings.
it.
I just had you. So you had a checking and a savings.
No, I had a savings. Like even now, like, I can keep 5 in my savings.
No,
Well, no, because then I got transferred over to the checking. So no,
We ain't talking about that. We talking
The
about
way the
at
check-ins and the savings is
15,
set up,
16
it ain't
years
working out.
old. That $5 at that time was
Going.
getting me a big ass cheesesteak platter. I'm not keeping $5 and that motherfucker.
hindsight. The
Bro,
chicken
that was,
class
it was
small.
coffee.
No, I'm with you, but
I was not keeping $5.
I'm with you. I get
so
it.
every month. Withdraw, what is it called? The
Overdraft.
And I'm like, Dad, why you send me the Citizens? They keep $5 in the month.
That's all your responsibility was to keep $5 in there. You couldn't do that.
Nobody's keeping $5 at 16 in the bank. Nobody. Like it's,
well, now these little niggas got money in their socks.
yeah.
But yeah, that's my.
Some of
I'm
these,
over
like
investments.
Ari got a like she be getting lifts and stuff. She been getting lifts for like 2 years.
Bro, I be so mad when I go to
She
pick
called a lift
somebody
to
up.
the crib one day, like 2 years ago. I was like, what the fuck? Who bought
That's the
this? I
thing.
did.
You don't get a lot of lift customers that's young.
No.
Do you lift or you?
If I do, it's because they mom is sending them to school or something like
I mean,
that.
no, yeah, and that's true.
That, but I mean, like, Yolanda don't look nothing like Shaheed that's getting in the car.
Steph, how was your week?
Week was fine.
That's it. All right.
I hope everybody enjoys their 4th of July if they actually celebrates it.
They what?
4th of July.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, if they celebrate it, because I know some people don't celebrate it. Do we actually, as black people, do we actually celebrate 4th of July?
Yes.
Or is it just like
It's a reason to cook.
They got food. Yeah, it's a reason to cook. They got food over there, bro.
That's a cookout. Yeah, I never went to a cookout on the 4th of July and said, "Yo, happy 4th of July, yo."
Or I never went there.
Never said that.
I never went there like the colors on, where it's like, hey, I'm festive.
Exactly.
Hey,
like
go to a Chris party. You got.
I think I probably did that twice in my life. I'm 34. I think I actually put, because there was some fly shit. I think Rockaway came out with like.
Not gonna say he was a flag, but he was like,
yeah. Rockaway had like some type of. It was like a flag. It was like a black flag hoodie though. Like it was a black flag, John. I wore that shit, and I think the other time, I think Nietzsche had like an American flag tank top.
Nice.
That shit was nice. Yeah, the Nietzsche, that shirt was nice. Yeah,
it's definitely to me. It's definitely either it's just a day off, and then them niggas cooking over there. Them niggas cooking at the crib. Let me go slide through and have a burger.
So being as though that was a question, can I ask a question to that? Has that always been a thing, or has that really just been since Black people
found out about Juneteenth? No, again, for me, it's and just, the 2 times I did it, you see, I said Nietzsche and Rockaway.
So no, of course, yeah, you were way back there.
Yeah, but I never was like, yo, happy 4th, y'all. Yeah. Like I never went on social media and said happy 4th, y'all. I never did that. When
Nobody does.
When the 4th of July came, when the 4th of July,
I think like
it's mighty people.
When the others.
No, I said the others. I did.
Get out.
Yeah, no, America.
Like, what?
All right, my others ain't that.
I saw him in the bar. I'm just saying.
You see who in the bar?
One of the others. With the others.
With his others.
That's hilarious, dog.
Bar full of others. I was like, I don't know if I can be here.
No, what day was that? What day was that?
That day when I text you.
That was not a Friday.
No, it wasn't a Friday.
Exactly.
It was a Thursday.
The Friday we be in there.
Oh. It was nice though. I would go back.
And that's what I'm saying. It'd be chilling, but in that case, it's like I don't. But I was only asking that because, as a kid, and anybody that knows me, correct me if I'm wrong. Shoot me a text, cuss me out on Instagram, whichever way. I don't care. I don't know what Juneteenth is up until like 3 years ago.
I didn't know neither.
So I just personally, when it comes to it, I feel like now we look at it like we got 2 holidays. Y'all had us celebrating y'all holiday for the longest, but we had a day that it actually come before yours. The year might not have came before yours.
Yeah.
But it come first.
Yeah.
So why is that not something that we know about?
Yeah, I mean, I personally learned about Juneteenth when I was in high school. We had African American Studies. I think my 12th grade year. That's when I learned it.
That's still too late.
Yeah, because I mean, they literally added it. My 12th
That's what I'm saying.
Year.
Yeah, that's still too late.
But for me, it's just like like I said, like I never was like hype about 4th. To me, 4th of July was a reason to go to somebody's crib for a cookout. And play like
that's true.
Play like flag football or some shit.
Flag football. And I was going for the hug and the hot dog, bro.
Not the hug and the hot dog.
And the young boy.
And we ain't talking about the granny hug. We talking about
when you get older as a teenager. You still going for the hug and the glizzy?
I mean, now I'm see
how it changed? It went from hot dog to glizzy. It went from 4th of July to Juneteenth. No offense, but like, can I just eat a hot dog?
I have yet to celebrate Juneteenth, and it might sound kind of crazy. Some people might feel some kind of way about it.
My job is racist.
My job doesn't acknowledge it as a holiday. However, they do send out the information about Juneteenth, and it's addressed down all the other good stuff. But I just think some people they just look for reasons to have off of work, get paid, follow the trend of every people. Because you got some people that's actually they out here fighting for this stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not gonna say that because I don't feel like fighting, but he don't listen anyway. I realized that I'm gonna take Rick for example. Rick is very political with certain stuff, but when it comes to like marches and things like that, he's never there. So anytime Brian would invite him to something, he never goes. Just like, bro, are you serious about it, or are you just saying it?
It's a question.
What's up?
Why did the chat name change and Rick not gonna be there?
Because Rick always say he coming to something he ain't coming to.
Okay. I looked. I was like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. I think Sean did it. So while I'm on this topic, right? Because it's about to be a wrong rant. I'm sorry. I'm taking over. I apologize.
Hey, man.
Hey, let them cook.
They feel good sometimes.
No, real talk. Because so I was talking to
His
Sean.
name ain't chef for nothing.
I was talking to Sean. And I was talking to B, and I'm like, yo, I'm getting sick of the group chat. Because the whole purpose behind it, that's not it. Like,
I mean, well, we did link up one time.
who? No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
We did.
When we went to what you call him?
Yeah, we did. And everyone. No, that was for Steph's birthday.
I invited everybody.
I believe you. But I'm just getting sick of the narrative.
One. The other one was when we went to the joint. When we watched the game.
Again.
Remember when I called you out that day?
Again, we did.
It was 4 or 5 of us.
It was
It's
4
like
of us.
20 niggas in there.
But
I mean, I don't
11
even
of
know
them
what y'all
don't
talking about.
respond anyway.
But I mean, I'm getting to that
'Cause
too.
I've only
But
been
that's
in one
part of the
group
problem.
chat.
So it's like, if it's
Gotcha,
supposed to be about the brothers and this, that, and the third. You niggas is corny, and I'm getting sick of it. Like, bro, it's like we'll sit there and we try to set some stuff up, and nobody never comes, bro. And I'm getting tired of it.
Don't bleep this out either.
No, like real talk. Like, I'm over it, bro. Like I sat there the other day, I said, yo, we're gonna set something up, right? So in the process of me setting it up, and I'm not expecting everybody to comment. I don't care, bro. I'm not expecting everybody to comment. But then when I'm trying to set something up, and then the next man gonna talk about something else, you part of the problem, bro. I'm talking about setting some stuff up that we can do as men, as brothers, and fellowship, and you talk about some BS. Like, come on, dog. That's shit corny, dog.
From now on, when Rome say shit, y'all talk to Huey. Don't talk to Rome.
No, but I'm just over it, bro. Like, I'm over it, bro. Like, I'm
Y'all
over
talk
it.
to Huey. Huey will communicate.
Cause it's one big group chat, right? But it's probably 3 group chats outside of that one group chat. Cause niggas just don't respond. And y'all know I hate getting ignored. So listen, once you ignore me, hey, fuck you. I don't give a fuck.
I don't know nothing about them other 2 group chats.
Nigga, you in one of them.
I'm in my podcast group chat.
Don't matter. But it's still, but so alright, so all of us are in one group. There's a group chat outside of that.
They don't count for the 5.
Fuck the niggas. That's how I feel. I fuck them. Like, or we gonna go to a game. Alright, I'm down. We all down. 2 motherfuckers go. I think it's corny, dog. I said it. Y'all corny. Feel how you feel. Can we get into it now?
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I ain't got no choice but to ride, so I'm here.
You trying narrative. I'm not arguing with nobody I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not arguing with nobody who number in my phone is plus 215. So me being me, I save everybody's number intentionally. Like, I'm like,
Yo, I just was telling somebody
no, real talk.
that.
I said, Ant made a point. I do that. Like, Ant got a point. Like, I get it. But I'm like, and I'm not saying like, yo, you got comment all the time. Because sometimes I don't comment.
Man says so. I was like, I'm this to this nigga. He don't know me.
If I really went down the list of stuff that we set up that just didn't happen, yo, niggas like, why are you still in the group? Because I got dating issues.
I be sitting here and I be like, why they had him back? He left like 3 times.
Who, me? It was twice.
He left twice.
I had the other number.
Rome has left every group twice.
Yo, cause listen.
Every group twice.
But you know me, I
Rome said, because if you get to 3, bitch, I'm done.
That niggas know I do shit off impulse.
bro, like I was.
Rome be in the house like, that's another one.
No, cause like you got it, like.
Bro, be like, fuck these niggas, man. Let me think about it.
No, I just read, bro. Cause it's like.
That's what I'm saying. If you fuck these niggas and then be like, let me think about it.
Because like, I don't want to be the bull that just come off like snapping, right? And I be snapping sometimes. But I just hate dumb stuff. Like, don't sit there and talk about it's about this, it's about support, it's about this. We got one nigga that literally asks everybody how their mental is. One nigga.
So I guess I'm part of the problem because I literally pop in that motherfucker once a week and send 6 text messages and then I see y'all next Monday. I'm part of the problem.
You part of the problem.
I'm part of the problem.
Can I just say that was beautiful? You brought up an issue. My man took accountability. He acknowledged that you took accountability. These guys are awesome.
Yeah. But if some shit was to pop off, I would be there. Cause 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna either look at it at the right time or Rome is gonna say something. So once
I know you see my message. It's all wrong with it. I know you see my message.
Once I get wind of it, I'm there. But it, like you said, it just don't get set up. So
we talking dinners, paintballing, gun range, cigars.
Was the last joint supposed to be for Father's Day when they was talking about it?
I remember Kurt saying he was going to do something. Say he might not do it, but if he do it, he'll let people know. I just don't think he did it.
Gotcha.
But remember, we set the whole dinner up. We gonna go to it. We gonna go do some grown man stuff. We not going to Friday. We gonna pick a rest. Y'all niggas corny, dog. I said it. Rumble me, text me, call me, fight me. Y'all know where I live at. I feel how I feel. I don't care. But in my defense, I told y'all niggas already. So either fix it or fuck it.
On a lighter note,
you gonna leave for the third time.
We at least show up as a podcast, right?
We do.
There we go. That's all that matters.
Well, all right. So listen, man. I've been thinking. Y'all know how much Steve means to me, right? Mm-hmm. Now he isn't my biological father, obviously, for obvious reasons.
Well, that don't mean nothing because I know a dad. They got 3 kids.
Listen,
let me finish.
I be trying to hold my laugh.
I know a dad that got 3 kids.
Well, listen, but no, me and him had a conversation. It's obvious reasons.
Yo, what the fuck is going on?
What'd I say? I said something wrong? I do.
Oh, I know.
You know him too.
He's still married.
He know him too. He's still. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So don't tell me for obvious reasons.
Well, obvious reasons for him knowing his backstory.
I don't know his backstory.
Knowing his arc. For obvious reasons.
Don't talk about his arch. That's
I didn't say arch. I didn't say arch. I said arc. 2 totally different things.
Oh.
2 totally different things.
I'm sorry. All right, I'm back.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, bro. I couldn't do it. I had to.
Anyway.
He threw it off the back, bro. I had to slam dunk it. Sorry.
That was the real court.
Anyway, so we all know Steve is not my biological father, but he treats me like his biological son, as if he had me. Mm-hmm. And it got me to thinking, what is the difference between a father and a dad? Mm-hmm. In my opinion, Steve, to me, is what I would consider a dad. He showed me the way of like being the man and doing certain things. A father to me personally is just someone that is who had intercourse with your mother. You know what I mean? Like, and the thing is, I think to some people it can get like not misconstrued, but it's like flipped. Mm-hmm. Oh, a dad is just somebody who had sex with my mother, but a father, that's someone who raised me and taught me the way. So let's get into it. We're going to talk about the differences of a father and a dad. So,
or what you deem.
What you deem was the father or dad. So, what is a father to you?
Again, same thing you said, man. Growing up, I never even said, I asked my father. Like, I never even said that. Like, I feel like it's just somebody who, I ain't gonna say, and of course your mom, but
he tore that ass.
Mesquite.
He's the reason why you are a human.
My mother is the reason I'm a human.
He had a good.
No, well,
she grew me.
We did it first.
No, we did it first.
Well, yeah, that's what that is. That's literally like a father. I remember one time I was at one of my old jobs, and I was like, I was talking to one of my coworkers, and I was like, "Well, what's your father do when you did da-da-da-da?" And he was like, "My father," and I was like, "Yeah, your father." He was like, "My father." My father didn't do a goddamn thing, but my dad.
Well, he was about to grind you.
Like, I don't know him.
I don't know if Greg listens.
I don't know my father.
Shout out to Greg if you're listening, but that shit was funny. So, but yeah, I think I've come across a lot of people who look at it the same way. Like a father is, and I think we're gonna tap into that other part later in the episode. But yeah, like that's if I would have to define it, it would be that father is someone who just is the reason why you are here.
Oh,
so mine's is a little reverse, and I think that we're taught mom and dad, not mother and father. Like nobody goes and says father. Like you don't call your dad father. What?
He's an ass.
I don't even know what he's saying. I'm not
I
doing
do.
this. I'm not doing this.
I ain't got no headphones on
You gotta probably
today.
just do like this when you listening to this episode. just because he says shit. Season 1.
But who me? Oh, and be talking that talk. But I think that the father, because I mean, essentially, it's the same thing, right? A dad and a father, just a different name. Like God and Jesus, same person. However, there's more power in one name than there is in the other name. I think that a father is one who isn't absent, who actually has a relationship with the child.
Don't start that shit today.
I'm not. I was slipping. That's all.
Yeah, I think that the father actually has the relationship. Actually is there to push the child. Where I think a dad is, I had this little nigga, and that's it. And you might pay child support, you might do little stuff here and there, but you're absent. That's just how I view it. I ain't got neither, but that's just how.
So
I get it though.
I get it because when you ain't shit, you're not a baby father. You're a baby daddy.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's weird, man.
Yeah, so that's just how I view it. I mean, again, we could go, more into it, but I just think that
I wonder which one I am.
and whose eyes?
Her eyes.
Her who?
I'm crying.
I quit.
This nigga stupid.
Monty, I believe you had something to say, or was you just like,
Oh no, I was just I kind of say it the same way Rome says it because I associate it with when people say like you said, baby daddy, or like deadbeat dad. They don't say deadbeat father. So I always say,
and mom, when she be referring to dad, she be like, "Ask your father."
Exactly.
Yeah.
But for us,
you know what?
At New York,
wait, hold on, Rome. Stop that. Okay, I need to hear it one more time. Say it one more time.
Ask your father.
No, you're putting a T still and it's a V. It's forval.
Yo, I don't know.
It's
I don't
V, it's
know.
formal.
Like when Shar be like, "Where did this come from?" Or why we do this? Like, dad be like, "I don't know. Ask your mother." And mom,
He do
and mom be like, "Don't ask me. Ask your father."
they do say that. Like they
Some New
definitely
York
do
shit for
say
you.
that. They both say like your mother or your father. They really like growing up. They really never said like your mom and dad. They said it, but it wasn't really a thing.
It's funny that y'all mention that because I think like, okay, our parents, not mine, because when I take a selfie, it's a father-son picture.
I hate y'all so bad.
But
Daddy wasn't there. Take me to the.
Is that a Charlie horse?
no, he hit the shit out of his knee.
Oh,
He hit the shit out of
he
his
just
knee.
sound like fucking Batman.
That shit. Take the sugar motherfucker. But no, I always heard like conversations like when your parent, right? Mm-hmm. When they like ask your dad, right? It's probably something light. Like, oh, ask your dad. It's something light. But when it's something heavy,
Ask your father.
ask your father. Ma, can I go to such and such house? Go ahead, ask your dad. Ma, can I spend the weekend at so-and-so house? Ask your father. What's up?
I never experienced that.
Neither have I.
Y'all just got to go, huh?
Yeah, they gonna be
Y'all ain't have to wait.
You're gonna be twinning this whole episode.
Mother, can I go?
Mother,
Yeah, no problem.
would it be okay if I spent the night at our cousin's house?
That's it.
Yeah.
Call your aunt.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, no,
for
ask
me,
your dad, ask your father, ask your father. No.
Yeah, T.Y. be
yeah.
like, I be like, you better call a nigga. Don't call me. It ain't my house.
yeah, I think that it was more so I don't know. I don't really remember, because being as though my dad worked out of state, it was more so like, if my dad is getting called, I'm getting in trouble.
They had you.
Not
How
her.
long was that though? That was up until
I'm
you was
getting in
probably like, what, 12, right?
Who?
You.
Wait, say that one more time.
No, not 12.
Yeah, I was not.
He was like 8 when he like was here.
What you mean?
Was you like 8 when he was here? Like when he actually moved here and wasn't working in New York no more?
That wasn't until he retired.
That was when?
That was like maybe like a couple years before we met you.
Oh shit!
Yeah, Dad literally was working in New York
This whole time? Like
Yeah.
since you was in like high school?
up until almost
God damn!
But
yeah,
here's
for
the funny
sure.
thing, though, and I view Mr. H as a father just based off the stuff that I hear, right?
Right.
But I'm almost certain, even with him working in New York, I still saw him. He
Yeah,
was
for
still
sure. For sure.
present.
For
He
sure.
was still active.
For sure.
That's a fucking father. So I understand a man can't be defined. Get that shirt. But a father can be fucking defined.
That's why I said for me, it was never really like.
A sidebar. I would like to clarify that statement one of these days. We could probably do it at the end of today's pod.
What, a man can't be defined?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think that, I guess it depends on the person. Like, what's the difference to you? Like y'all said, but for me, it's my father is my father, and a dad is like you lay down with that lady and had a baby.
I could dig it. I definitely see both sides.
So
It's like a more educated way of saying it, if that makes sense.
That's what I said. I think it just or all depends on which word you were taught to say about your
Taught or told?
taught. I mean, because if his name was Harold, his name was Harold. If he wasn't doing shit,
No, and I get it, right? But his name was Harold because he wasn't visible. But even if you're visible a little bit, that's your dad. Like, Happy Father's Day. Happy Dad's Day.
heavy, yeah.
Because every dad ain't a father. Every father ain't a dad.
So-
Me personally, but
Every good father ain't a good man.
I could definitely dig
yeah, I
both
can definitely
sides.
see both sides of it.
Daddies.
Now,
Your daddies ain't shit. Some of them.
Yeah, I ain't got no. I ain't combating none of the. Yeah,
because
I could dig it.
it definitely feels like it's interchangeable to certain people, and it just depends on who you are. But let's get into the serious shit. What did you call your
thought this was
father?
serious.
No. About to get deeper. What did you call your father then versus now?
You gonna ask me? Yo,
Sure.
don't British over here.
When I was a kid, like a kid, I said daddy. I think when I got like probably from like 8 to 12, I said dad. And then from like 12 to now, I said pop. I think I've been saying pop since like I hit high school. So like 02, yeah, like so I was like 12, 13. I've been saying pop from now, from then till now. But yeah. But I like pop better. Like I can't wait till T.Y. start calling me pop. Like it's just like I feel like pop is like more relatable.
It don't sound so dad.
It don't sound
I get
so
what
like
where you saying it from.
But do you think that it's one of them, like, so we talk trash all the time, right? And I'm really not picking on you.
like one of them hood things.
No. I don't think it's a hood thing. I think it's a sense of the relationship dynamic changed, right? You've gotten older, you've experienced some different things, but y'all have that relationship where I can call you pop and it's not like nothing negative or like disrespectful. Like I've called you dad.
But
for
you gotta
all these
remember,
years.
from 12 all the way to 34, it wasn't always the same.
Correct.
So
you're right.
As far as the dynamic go, I don't know. Maybe within the relationships from 12 all the way to 34, like I guess when I say it now, it means more than it did when it was when I was 21.
But it's also one of them Jones where your pop is cool enough for you to be like, yo, pop. Like, I feel like it goes with the person. Like, it goes with the person, the swag, the aura, like, who you are. I can't even imagine you calling your dad, right? Because I've heard you call him Pop.
like even when I be referring to like Asia, like, yo, did you talk to Pop?
You talk to Pop.
Like, I didn't say it.
But then your father-in-law, you call him Dad.
I was just about to ask him that. I was just about to say that. I see that difference.
Yeah, so and I think you have a great relationship with both of them, right? You have a great relationship with both of them.
I just was about to be like, what you
and I don't
dad?
even want that to be looked at as a different way.
Because
for me, it's kind of like a differentiate. How you say a differentiation?
Yeah.
No, but it's like
it would be that. Like if we all at Thanksgiving, like if I say
so
Dad,
you know who you're talking to.
Mr.
They gonna know we talking to him, yo.
My pop is gonna look up.
And I get that because I call my father-in-law Pop.
I don't want to say Freddie.
Yo, Pop, what's up?
Bonus.
You gonna be running around like Tyler ass.
Anyway,
not bonus.
Like ask Freddie. Bonus.
I call
not Pop Dad bonus.
I call my father-in-law Pop, right? Me and my pastor had that relationship where I call him Pop as well. I don't call my dad shit because I don't call him. But
when you did, nigga.
now, of course, as a kid, I think
right,
everybody
so before this last situation, bro, like
Dad.
It was that.
Like he's always he's been dad for like you, young boy, hey, daddy, mommy, like. And
I don't think we was ever daddy kids.
Who?
Us.
Really?
I don't know if we've ever said daddy. I can't really remember ever saying that.
I mean,
now she might be able to because she older, so she might be able to tell me that I said it.
Did Lala ever do it?
But here's the thing, though. I'm gonna tell you why it would make sense. I'm gonna tell you why it would make sense. Even if she had that transformation from daddy to dad, you've gotten to a point where you actually was like, you saw her. I know
it finally popped up.
Yeah, you actually saw her say dad. Mm-hmm. So even if she did have that daddy phase, you're growing up. Well, that's dad. Nobody ever called him that, so it makes sense. But yeah, I mean, like I said, he was dad, and he would verbally say, and I think he gave me like the definition of a dad and a father, whatever. But one of the things that he would say when I was younger is that he did the best that he can do at being a father. That's what he said. Mm-hmm. And I feel like sometimes as the child, depending on like what it is that you're looking for or what you're yearning for, you would either agree or disagree.
Yeah. So,
I mean, that's a deeper conversation as well, but just staying on topic, like.
Mm-hmm. What did you call? What did your dad run in?
Howard.
What did you ever call Howard? Howard?
No, I called him Dad when I was a young boy. He's Howard now.
My dad main man now.
All right. When did he stop being around? Refresh my memory. Or like, was he never around?
Never around.
So, at what was it, Dad? Because your mom said Dad, like that's your dad, or go see your dad, or your dad is looking for you. Or...
Yeah, it was just my mom was like, "This is your dad," and so forth and so forth. This is your dad's side of the family, etc., etc.
So it was just automatic, like that. Yeah. So, at what age did Dad become Howard?
17, 18.
Really? Mm-hmm. That sounds like a little late. Like being as though all the,
but that's when I gave him that chance. Remember I was telling you about that chance. Yeah, that's when he became Howard. But
it was multiple chances.
Yeah, it was definitely.
Oh, so like gradually through those chances that he didn't like that, or that you gave him.
Yeah.
All right, got you.
And that when that was that 17, 18 range.
So let me ask you this: mm-hmm. Did you have like a talk with yourself, like this nigga not my dad no more, like he's Howard?
No, I wasn't even talking to myself. It was more so an argument that made me see him as Howard.
Argument with who? Him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because it was literally, was it the day after? The day after my graduation. I think I told the story.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And when I was like, yo, Steve is not even my father, and he was there front row, waiting to see me graduate. You wasn't there. I said, it's crazy how another man who wasn't even my birth father or there, or my mother's brother or something like that, took me in and raised me as, showed me a father figure than you ever did. Mm-hmm. And then he had said something, and it just triggered me. And I was like, all right, well, fuck it, you Howard. And just ever since then.
For me, the dynamic changed. The dynamic changed for me mentally of what a dad is or should be so my mom had my dad on child support. And he...
Can I ask a personal question?
Sure.
Do Jamel know who his father is?
Yeah, his dad, Jamel's dad passed.
Got you.
Jamel's dad was pushed. Was he? Well, I think his dad was like pushed out of a window. He was like paralyzed.
Damn.
And I've actually remember going to the hospital with them, and like she's seen his dad like paralyzed. Like Jamel looks just like my grandfather, but Jamel's other brother looks more like their dad to me. But Jamel was light like his dad. Like Jamel's dad was yellow, like Bart Simpson yellow.
Bart Simpson yellow. Wow,
it's crazy. But for me, the dynamic changed for me. My dad was on child support, and he was on child support because I don't know the dynamic or anything, but from like me just like physically being around, I knew the type of time he was on. Mm-hmm. And he went from paying like $150 to $75 to literally paying $34 because that.
How did you know that?
Because he would always tell me. So you're having the conversation with me.
That's dope that it didn't come from mom.
When I tell you, my mom did a good job of not bashing him, and he did a good job of not bashing her.
Word.
It was amazing.
That's dope.
Now, my mom don't give a good goddamn.
Nigga, you 30.
He ain't shit.
Hey, I didn't think it was.
He ain't shit. You saw it. Fuck him. Don't talk to him. Fuck him. Like,
I'm
that's
about
how
to say,
he, bro.
you bring him up, she be in the house like...
She like, oh my God. Even when it came down to... So originally, like y'all was at the wedding.
I knew he was gonna bring this up.
I originally wanted I originally wanted them to walk down together.
Me and B, I had to...
It's terrible, bro.
I'm sitting there, I'm like...
No, he was in the front of you, so he had to look at you. Yeah. What's happening?
I was like...
Originally, they were supposed to walk down together. My mom said, I'm not walking
down with that.
We said, I'm not walking down with that man. She said, look at him. Like a fucking hanger. I ain't walking down with that man.
Bro. Let me tell you. Y'all played Metal Gear Solid, right?
Mom is
Metal Gear.
funny.
I think I played it as a kid.
Yeah, as a kid. Yeah. He was doing his joint. I looked. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
So for me, when I understood, understanding that I'm growing into a young man, I'm growing into a young adult, and I need this, and this, and my mom is doing everything, and you literally call yourself punishing her, but you're literally punishing me because you're literally giving her $34 a fucking month out of your check. So like it was like stuff like that I physically seen where she never said nothing. She made it work. Mm-hmm. But the one incident that happened was I think he was supposed to come down and give me money. And it was these low top Air Force that was white and orange. I wanted them Jones bad. So he called me one day. He said, hey, I got a question.
How old was you?
Anywhere between 12 and 14. He said, I got a question. He said, I'm having like a little issue, and I might not be able to have the money this week. Would you be okay with that? And I was like, I mean, you want me to be honest? And this is when I realized that I could not be honest as a kid to my dad. He's like, no, like, tell me how you feel. I said, I'm going to be a little upset because I like really need these sneakers. Called the whole fit. He brings me the money. Cool. He brings the money. He calls the whole scene or whatever. Cool. He knew I was going to the store. So I walked around. You know where my mom live at. Mm-hmm. Walked around the corner about to go to Mills to go buy the sneakers. He parks in front of Big Kmart. I can see the van.
Yo, that's how long ago it was.
Exactly. Big Kmart. Nigga, we old. So he parks in front of Big Kmart. He's facing like toward us. So
Kmart?
Huh?
Wait.
No, it was a big Kmart.
Big Kmart, yeah, that was.
In the Alney Plaza, it used to be Big K.
This is definitely.
But I thought they all was there.
No, it was Kmart, so it was Big Kmart.
Yeah.
Big Kmart was like the super Walmart. It just wasn't super.
I've seen. I mean, I don't know. I thought maybe I was tripping because I thought they was all called Big Kmart.
No, it was Kmart. And I mean, they probably
You 20,
progressed.
so.
Yeah, they probably progressed after.
Excuse me, I'll be 29 in 2 months. Don't do that.
It's all right. You still in your 20s.
Yeah,
It's
that's a long ass 6 years.
Look.
No, it is.
Look. Let me show you age. You remember Caldor?
Exactly.
Is that a clothing store?
Shut up.
Remember Clover?
No, I don't know what that is.
Exactly.
Remember Strawbridges?
Yes.
All right, you got one.
You know what Pascal's is?
Yes.
You know what Clear is?
Who?
Clear.
The internet?
Damn.
Yeah.
You
Stop playing with
said.
me. Yeah. Get out of here. I was around.
Let's go.
Anyway,
What you talking about?
Hey, we can do this at the end. I got
Okay, let's go.
So he's parking. He parked at the very last spot, so he can physically see us. And I see him like looking. I'm acting like I don't see him. The nigga drives around, causes a whole scene in the parking lot because I did not speak to him when he literally just left, and then he took the money back.
Like physically out your hand?
Took the money back. Gave my money back.
Oh, he ain't physically take it.
I mean, no, he didn't. He didn't go like not
I
that
was about to
time.
say, I don't know if I.
But it's like, here you go.
You gonna see how strong your son is today,
No,
nigga.
Here you go.
Be outside like.
Called the whole
No,
scene.
it'd have been deeper than that.
Now, since you don't want to talk to me when I did this, that, but keep in mind, you already told me that you didn't have the money, so you didn't want to give it to me anyway. Caused the whole scene, took the money, went to the liquor store.
Across the way?
Exactly. Went to the liquor store, and then
Like 13 seconds on the other side of the plaza?
Yes, bro, I'm telling
shit.
you. Went to the liquor store, and then went and told my mom the whole situation. So then I walked back down the street sad. Me and my man Matt walked back down the street sad. I'm like, bro, I really wanted these sneakers. This is when the dynamic between me and Jamel changed. Because that same day, Jamel came over to the house, and I don't even know where he got money from. But I was like in the room. You know, kids mad when they in their room. Mm-hmm. Kids in their room, they ain't talking about. I was just mad. Wasn't even on that same time. Like remember, like we was the outside era.
Yeah.
So go to the house, tell my what's going on. She said, "Man, I get the sneakers. Don't worry about it. Like, I'll pay for him. Fuck him." Notice my mom saying, "Fuck him. He's stupid." Da, 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 da. This when she let it all go. Like she let it go. Later that night, I think Jamel came over. It was Jamel and whoever his ex-girlfriend was at the time. And I think we went bowling that night. So she had told us the story. So me and Jamel was like arguing, playing or whatever, like, you know, play fun or whatever. And he wound up giving me money. But he had money, it was like balled up. So he had like two, you know, black boys. Mm-hmm. If I got cash, it's this set of cash and then folded on top of that, it's this set of cash and then folded on top of that, it's all at once. He gave me like the big knot. So I'm running. So I gave the wrong one. So like he wound up buying the sneakers. And then we like went to the store together. At that moment, that's when I knew you ain't supposed to do that, bro.
Yeah.
Because my mom is literally doing everything. And now looking back, it's like, you know, when you like a young teenager, when you growing, you just eat everything.
Yeah.
Just because.
Yeah.
It's chicken, it's waffles, it's oodles noodles, it's juice. You drink all the juice. Like, yeah, there's no juice in the house. Like, it was at that era. So it's like, bro, you nutty for that. But all that because you didn't have the money, but you didn't prioritize, which was also getting paid under the table. But because you wanted liquor, you went and got your liquor. Was more important than your son's sneakers. Who was growing and busting out the ones he had in. That ones he had on. So yeah, like it's stuff like that where it's like, yeah, nigga, you definitely a dad. That's some dad shit.
Like,
you know what else that is?
What? Some nan shit?
Dan shit.
A guy. Go check that out.
Yo, what's crazy is like, even after I start realizing like this nigga is Howard, I still gave him more chances, yo. So I can. It's just my fault,
bro. I'm chanced out
because even after that shit, to see if he would like prove himself, I invited him to my college graduation. Nigga came late, bro. Well, how late he came? The graduation was over.
My dad
shit, was y'all even there?
Huh?
Was y'all even there? Like it was like the tail end of the graduation?
No, like
like school was going.
They was dismissing niggas. Like we was like, all right, you know, the class is such and such, such and such, and
no balloon.
Huh?
No balloon.
Nothing.
Y'all had already threw y'all caps in the air type late?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, you late if you missed that.
Yeah, I was just like
And
talking to
college
some
graduation
friends.
is long as hell.
Huh?
College graduation is long as hell.
That's what I said. You late if you missed the cap throw.
Even the virtual college graduation was long as hell.
I was talking to
Dog, I had to sit through two of them joints.
telling them good luck, talking to the family, and talking to some of the old professors and shit. And then you see this nigga strolling up. Well, not strolling up, hovering up.
He's a fucking fool, yo.
I was like, yo, this nigga is late. Like, this nigga is dumb late. Like, the graduation is over.
Yeah, I mean, I got bad. I have a lot of bad stories, right? But I'm not going to be the bull that's just going to come on. Like I laugh, I joke, I talk trash, but I got at least shit. I got one good story, maybe two that I can tell of the moment of him being like an actual father, right?
He was older or younger?
I was still younger. Like everything. Any story that I have is they're all younger stories because when I got older.
After this, I got a question for you. Remind me to ask you a question.
Okay. When I got older, my guard was up because I knew at some point it was something going to happen, and like guard was always up. I didn't want to take too much from you because you the type that it'd be like, give me this, then a third back. And he did it with my brother. My brother's fucking 45. Gave him $100 and took it back. This is what he does. Like this is what he does. We was going down Carlisle one day. And when I was younger, you might not remember, my dad always had like a van because he was like a cabinet maker. So he had like this big van, right? The van was all trash. Like it was all paid $800 for him, $800 to $1,000 for him, which at that time it was a lot, but it wasn't a lot. Like you pay $1,000 for a car now, that joint last 2 weeks. His joints, he was getting at least a year out of them joints.
Yeah.
He was going to Carlisle, he got a flat tire. So fixed the first flat, they got a second flat. So now we just saw it.
Yeah.
But we were driving, so we was on the right side. We had to get to the other side. That's where the gas station was at. He ain't had no cell phone. He ain't no beeper. He ain't none of that. We was in red. So we had to like literally climb. Because if he was by himself, he would have went over the guardrail and then ran, which makes sense. But because you're with your child, you can't do it that way. So the first time, he went over there just to like check. He made the phone call, whatever. He hopped the guardrail, went over there, and then he came back. But the second time we had to go together because we were about to leave the truck. Called G. G's gonna come and get us. G called the tow truck, all that other good stuff. So we had to hop the guardrail on the other side to slide down this hill. Mind you, it's dark. I'm scared of rats, raccoons, anything. They about to get me. I start crying. Oh, I don't want to go. We can't take it down there. And it was like, I got you. Like, I'm going to protect you. We'll make sure nothing happens to you. But it was like we had to slide down the little, like, you know how to, like, when you're driving, you see, like, the bridge. And then we're usually where a bridge is, like, some type of, like, hill.
Yeah. So
we had to, like, slide down the hill, get through all the woods and all the other good stuff, hop a fence to get over, and then walk straight up on the other side.
He did all that the first time.
No, the first time he just hopped the guardrail and then went. But because I was with him, it was like, all right. He's like, listen. So it's like it's one of them drones where, it's funny because I feel like you ever watch a movie and you see like the cub and like the bear. Yeah. It was like that type of situation. Cause I'm like, bro, I wasn't fat, but I wasn't hopping fences and shit. Like this is some survival shit. Like this nigga from Westfield, niggas from Washington Avenue. Yeah. Like you was in the hood. Like you did this. I didn't do this. After that, I'm hopping fences. I'm running, hopping fences. I barely touched the fence. Hop over. Oh, how you doing that? My dad.
I'm about to say that he went back to the hood. The kids in the hood like, bro, you gonna leave us?
Bro, y'all what? If it's time to run,
I hated people like you.
Sorry.
I never wanted to climb a fence. Everybody be like, come on now.
Look. My father told me. But it was like that moment. It was sincere. I felt protected, and I felt in that moment that if something was to happen, I knew
he had my back. Yeah.
He had my back.
He wasn't gonna let nothing happen.
And that is the only time I felt like that.
So this is why I wanted to ask you this question. Even though he did all that funny, goofy shit walking down the aisle, how did you feel that you had him there to walk down the aisle?
If I'm being honest, I was excited because
that's what I was asking.
At that moment, anything that happened before meant nothing.
Because this is at this moment right here,
Because
what I'm
like,
about to do.
Right. So 1, I'm getting married. 2, you approve of the person that I'm marrying. 3,
When it really didn't fucking matter.
3, I was rooting for you to be something different because everyone else was like, why are you even inviting him? Because this is my dad. Like, why would I not invite my dad to my wedding?
Right.
I knew it was about to be something. To that magnitude, like, it didn't. But remember, I was the one that picked every single song. I knew that you liked Adele's. That's your shot. If there's a situation where if my dad about to turn up on you and that song came on, it calms him down. Like, it just, in the moment, so at that moment, I'm watching how this is how you show your love. So at that moment, like the whole situation, waiting for the suits, none of that meant nothing. The minute that we physically got to the church, when y'all stuffed in that little ass jacket, because they stuffed me in that fucking jacket. I was like this. I put it on, I said, I got it, I said, I can't button it. And I buttoned it, take it off. Everything that happened prior to that, watching him come down the aisle, watching y'all go up, like nothing mattered. But in that moment, I knew that that's how he showed love, so I was fine with that.
That's what's up.
Now at the reception, when he asked me if I had he said, how you gonna have a wedding, and they gotta pay for the drinks at the bar because I wasn't paying for it. I asked you if you needed money. I didn't need it. If they need to drink, they can buy it. I'm not paying for you to drink. Well, you should have a half a gallon of vodka for me somewhere. I walk right off.
That was my last little bit of something money. I fucked up that night.
Pants and everything.
Man, listen.
Yeah, but like in that moment, like none of that mattered. Like none of that mattered. And it's like I hear stuff talking about like even after I knew that I was done, I gave chance after chance after chance. I did it. But now I'm at the point where it's like, listen, I didn't mean it this far, bro. So if you choose to put money before your child, you can have all that.
And I hate to go back to this, but these conversations right here is like, because you know when I be editing, I be listening back. This is why we need to start the lives again or start the Facebook lives, because I be thinking about shit while I'm editing, like, oh, we should have tapped into this, or oh, damn, I should have asked that. But it be shit like this that make me say, like, I don't know how these niggas just like automatically, like, just my wife when it comes to the baby. Like, y'all didn't budge at all. Like, you know how I was just like, I'm catering towards.
You said favoring.
Favoring, yeah, I'm favoring the baby. But y'all niggas didn't do that at all. Y'all niggas straight said your wife. Like, it wasn't no ands or buts about it. Y'all knew y'all answer. You said I was wrong. Like, you said I was wrong.
I never said you was wrong.
You said you agree with him.
Nah, I said he's not wrong. I said that. I led with that. I never said you was wrong.
Oh, well.
But said you was wrong.
But it's stuff like that.
Bro.
But it makes me think like when y'all go through this, like how you, like, that is the one moment where you was like, damn, like, all right, after all this bullshit, this moment right here in my life, the nigga showed up for me.
And he put money toward the wedding too. That's what I'm saying. Like, he put money toward the wedding too.
That's what I'm saying. So like shit like that, and then it's like.
And my uncle that was taking the pictures on the side. Like, we had the photographer, but there was my uncle that was like the one that was in the wheelchair taking pictures.
Yeah,
Pop paid for them too.
Yeah, so it's just like, and then like you, with like how you gave him multiple chances because you was yearning for that, regardless of what you was going through in your life. Like, so for y'all to just be like, no, like, my wife. Like, that's what make me think, like, damn, like, we should have did an extra live so I could ask this instead of not wasting the time on this episode. But like, with those things going on with y'all, like, I just couldn't see like how y'all automatically just was like, no baby, like,
so I
period.
I can't speak for him, but
that's why I said both.
No, I got you. But like, speaking for me, I think the difference is you actually, like, you are a parent already. So you can look at the memories and things of that nature, and you can gauge it differently from how we gauge it. Not to mention, your dad was actually there.
But you keep in mind, that's why I didn't gear none of this stuff towards me. I'm literally gearing it off of what y'all was saying.
No, I got you.
And putting it right here. That's why even last episode, that's why I said, like, when y'all was like, you can, I was like, I ain't even looking at it in that form. Right. I'm putting my feet in different shoes.
No, I get it. You know, but I also think that the experience altogether plays a part. At least that's how I view it. It plays a part in your decision.
But that so y'all don't think y'all decision is deeper than me having my own kid?
I mean, I do.
Like, the fact that y'all went through these experiences with your father. See what I'm saying?
But that may actually play a role in why we don't want to do it. You see what I'm saying?
Because I don't want to be an ain't shit dad.
You will not be an ain't shit dad, and I don't want you to ever speak that shit again.
I just don't know. Because I don't know what my mental will be, bro. Like,
I know you don't know what your mental would be, but when you're around niggas like me, or niggas like Rome, or any other friends who you know are like of that type of substance, I don't want you to ever think that, bro. Like, real shit. Like, this is brother to brother shit. Fuck these cameras, fuck these mics. I don't want you to ever think that, because you know who you are. You know what you capable of. Let the devil think about that shit. Don't ever let the devil come into your mindset and think what you can't do. Especially with the experience that you have.
I feel you.
Fuck that.
Because I read something the other day that upset me. Like, I didn't, and I only could think about what the man was going through. His wife had a set of twins, and then 9 days later, she succumbed to her postpartum and then committed suicide. I was like, damn. Now he got to raise 2 kids by himself. I could only imagine how he's feeling. Now, if it was me, I would still raise and love my kids. But I just know that first couple years maybe is probably going to be hard as shit. Now, in that instance, I wouldn't abandon my kids. Like, I wouldn't abandon my kid. Like, if anything happened, like, deep down inside, I would not abandon my kid. It's just probably the emotions of me feeling that losing my wife so fresh. Because it's so fresh, I would feel like I can't do it. Because it's so fresh, I feel like I'm not good enough.
I think
we probably should have had a part 2 of that episode.
I mean, we still can. But it's also one of those things where I think, like, I already have a relationship with my wife, right? Like, even down to the point where for years.
I don't want to dip back into the wife part. I just wanted to keep it. We can with this statement, but the father part, the parental part. That's what I wanted to keep it around that. That's why I brought it up. So
even to the point, like I've always said, if I got kids, it's gonna be Jalen and Jaden. That was the names.
I never knew that.
I probably never told you that. Sorry. Jerry was a friend all these years. I'm sorry. I don't know.
So what's the girl? You ain't think that far? You ain't shit.
No. Jalen and Jaden. They're both names that can go either way.
Oh, all right. I thought you were saying 2 boys. My fault.
No. They both versatile names.
Gotcha.
The word is unisex.
Unisex. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm a dad.
Come on.
No, but
you just heard what my dad said,
right? Even to the point where it's like, even if it happens, I don't think that those names are suitable. Why? Because I feel like me having a child after all that me and my wife has went through, and even like with the last miscarriage, the name has to be something related to a diamond, a jewel, a precious, like something like that, right? So even though I wanted, and I had this whole thing, I wanted my kids all had the same initials, JTJ, because on my dad's side, all of his siblings and himself, they got that, and I just thought that was dope. All the initials is GPJ, like all of them. And I thought that was dope. So I wanted to take that same concept. But then it's like, in the point in which
what's your dad's middle name?
Patrick. Yep.
I said Percy.
Percy, that's funny. In the event in which I was to have a child, I would be so ecstatic that I'm having a child that the name doesn't even mean anything. To like, in terms of like the initials, However, looking up a name, understanding what the name means, yes, I'm with that. To pick up off the comment that you made, though, nobody asked you. In the very, very beginning, I feel like I would be
greasy to say
because everybody asked her.
I don't know nobody be saying her name though.
Don't.
That's what get on my nerves about it. Nobody ever say her name. I guess she just answered the bitch, huh?
I think that in the beginning, if something was to happen, like with that situation, with the postpartum situation, and she committed suicide, or I think that's what you said she committed suicide?
Yes.
Yeah. I would be so emotionally distraught in the beginning that I don't want that to take away from what I can and can't do as a father to the child. Because of the relationship that we had, and because I don't know about y'all. I can't imagine like not being with my wife, especially if it's something like detrimental like that. If we argue and beef, fuck you, fuck it, I'm out. You ain't going nowhere. Jazz over here. But when you actually leave, I'm gonna be fucked up. Might not show it to other people because I wear a mask, but I'm gonna be fucked up on the inside. I'm getting fucking crushed. But that's different from you're taken from me.
Yeah.
Right? And I can't do nothing about it. And I have you left me with these kids. And at some point, do I think I'm going to learn how to be the father that I should be? Yes. But I don't want that to overshadow in the very, very beginning because I'm just so distraught. So I get the statement that you made, but it's like, shit.
Yeah.
But it goes back to, I have to put my feelings on the back burner to make sure that you're okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would be. Like, I would do it because I have to do it. But I don't know how much I would be taken away from the nurturing that you actually need because I'm just so fucked up.
And that's what it honestly boiled down to me for me. Like I said, it's not that I don't think I'll be a good dad. It's just that the immediate aftermath of losing my wife from being taken away from you, like the whole she took her life. Like I understand that. Like you have to, like, I'm not gonna say bottle up your feelings because no one should ever bottle up their feelings about how they feel about losing a loved one. But as a man, we handle things differently, and I know personally that if my wife was taken from me, it will take me a minute. Like how long that minute may be, maybe a month, maybe 2 months, maybe a year. But I don't want, and within that year, to have my child feeling that my dad isn't taking care of me. My dad isn't doing what he needs to do for me. I would want to shower my child with so much love and joy. So she, like you said, she would know, or my son would know, what things of his or her mother put into me and bestowed in me, so I can bestow that into them. But it will be so hard in the beginning. And then that's where you also did say that we have a group, you have people, and I would have to I would have to lean on y'all motherfuckers to help me. You big boy. Probably after losing my,
put your back up.
Probably after having mine taken away.
It's gonna be one of these.
I wouldn't be eating.
It's gonna be one of these. All right, nigga.
I probably wouldn't be eating.
No, but even at that, like, it's actually funny that we double back to that because I told Tashira, I said, listen, I just want you to know. I said, me and I had a conversation. I said, I don't give a damn what happened. You got some people where I'm not gonna throw no names out there. You got a group of friends, right?
Fuck it, it's your pocket.
No, it is. Yeah,
that too, and I can beat shit out.
Just so we're clear.
He told me well.
It's okay. Some stuff I'll be mad that it be beeped out. That's just me. I be like, why we beep it? Like, and I understand why we beeped it, but some stuff is like, if they don't listen anyway, fuck them. Like, fuck them. That's how I feel. Fuck them. But anyway, you got some friends that you rock with, right? And they can get on your nerves, right? And some friends is like, you get on my nerves to the point, but you're still my guy. I'm gonna rock with you regardless. But I talked about the conversation of, I said, like, if
that's how I ended up with a brother-in-law.
That's how. That's how. I told her about the situation, about the conversation that we had. I said, "Yo, like, if me and Aunt was ever stop talking, and then something was to happen to you," I said, because that is, and it's not taken away from anybody else not taken away from any other single father friend that I have, but because I watch your dynamic with T.Y. Like, I think the fact that you called Tyler T.Y., I think that was like some dope shit to me. Like, yo, T.Y. Like, you just gave him a whole... His name is already 2 syllables. You gave the nigga 2 letters and it still sounds 2 syllables.
And niggas probably swear his last name Young.
T.Y. If there was a moment where I knew that, like, something happened to her, regardless if we're talking or not, I'm reaching out to you because I respect what you have done as a father, right? And knowing that you had emotional ups and downs but was still there for your child, I admire that. So it's one of them situations where I don't care what the beef was. Like I said, on air, you could have slapped the shit out of my mama. I'm gonna slap the shit out you, but you gotta let me slap you. Like, we ain't gonna fight after the slap. Like, you slap my mama. Like, cause I'm gonna be all mad. I'm all emotional too. Like, I don't wanna be like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? But I meant what I said in that moment. Like, I'm going to need you, bro. So, and I appreciate the fact that you literally told myself and Steph, because y'all are good men, y'all can do it. I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of pressure, but I still appreciate it. But in the same breath, I understand.
Life is pressure.
Like, nigga, what? That should have been a quotable all by itself. That's quotable. That's it.
That's why we shining, bitch.
From daddy-daughter dance to Father's Day. If there's a difference between the two, why are they labeled as such? Daddy-daughter. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I just think it's just because of the way it sounds. I really don't think there's really any difference.
Daddy-daughter day and what?
Father's Day. It just sounds.
It sounds better to be daddy-daughter as opposed to father-daughter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I just think that, as we like to say, the aesthetics, it just rolls off the tongue. Daddy-daughter dance.
Rolls off the tongue.
The 3 Ds.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, like that shit. It was. I went to my little cousin. Had donuts and coffee for us. First, this is a school for it's a school for. It probably was some cops in there, but it was a school full of black men with their daughters, and they.
Yo, can we talk about myth? Because that was a myth.
Coffee donuts.
Coffee and donuts with cops was a myth.
All right.
No, it's really not like that, bro.
It's probably
It's not as
Sir,
bad.
don't eat coffee and donuts. And that nigga been a cop or a police officer for 13 years. 15.
Going into 15.
Going into 15.
So
Wait,
I don't think it's
when was-
as bad as it said it, but I believe a lot of cops still eat coffee, drink coffee.
But it's good to a fat people and cake. A lot of fat people don't like cakes.
Yeah,
I don't.
I'm not big
this
on
is too
cake.
sweet to me.
I hate ices.
Facts. All right, fellas. Great episode. Great conversation. Before we get out of here, does anyone have a thanks for looking up?
I got 2. Okay. My first thanks for looking out goes to Imani, your wife.
What she do now?
I'm not sure if you be around, so she be watching these videos, and she sent Tashera a video of Pastor Michael McLaurin.
Yeah,
the boy's the truth.
You can hear it while we podding.
We can hear what? Maybe I be too tuned in. I'm sorry. But she sent Tashera those videos. Remember, I told her we was watching videos. I didn't know where Tashera got it from. But not in return, from listening to Pastor Michael McClure, we found Pastor Darius Daniels. We've been going back and forth between the two. Really good. So if you guys ever want to find preachers and things like that on YouTube, check out those 2 guys. So what? Yes. Darius Daniels.
I don't mean to cut you off, bro. But it's Marty. She don't go big like that. Only when they cut the check.
Pastor Darius Daniels. I think it's Darius Daniels TV. And Pastor Michael McLaurin, I think it's Rock City TV on YouTube. They're both pretty good, pretty dynamic men. Great teachers.
Yeah.
That'll be 1 and 1. My second thanks for looking out goes to my big brother sitting across from me.
Not my big brother.
I mean, he older than me, so damn, he bigger than me, so he gotta be my big brother. No, but one, just for you are very unorthodox at times.
Like right now,
right?
acting a fool when somebody trying to give you some flowers.
That's because he's nervous. He don't want the
He don't want to cry.
That's why he's not looking you in the face.
Yeah, I know. It's all right.
I don't ever. Yo, fuck off.
like,
Wrong. He over there like this.
Hell yeah, that's stupid.
He try to be alpha.
He got hit himself while he did the boo in the club.
Yo, y'all niggas play too much, man.
No, because like even
Sorry.
like,
Oh shit.
the fact that I don't think that you realize how strong you are. And over these years, I watched you go through some stuff, and it's like you never gave up, regardless of how other people may have felt. You always kept fighting, and I appreciate that. I think that says a lot about you. And even like with the past few weeks of us like having a conversation, and you just like, I guess it's more so like you're telling us like who we are, regardless of how we may feel. Mm-hmm. So I appreciate that. A lot of people don't give people their flowers when they're alive. They wait till they dead. So the fact that you can actually do that, I think it's only right for me to reciprocate that back to you.
Appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yep.
I was just giving, I was agreeing with you without clapping.
Thanks, yo. Appreciate it.
Yep. Ooh, good shit, Steph. Go ahead. You have a thing for looking at?
My thanks for looking out. That's bad. I don't know her last name. My thanks for looking out goes to our realtor, Kaya. Shout out to Kaya. Tammy got ours last time when we got the offer on our West Philly crib. So this one goes out to Kaya. Shout out to Kaya. We appreciate you. If I knew your Instagram, I'll say it right now. But can't wait to go to settlement so we could start this new life of ours. I appreciate you, Kaya.
I can't wait for you to go to settlement too, because I feel like that's going to be like a weight. Like, you know how a lot of people say I got a lot of shit on my plate. It's going to be one less thing on your plate.
We don't have a new pod space though. We was trying to make it happen. Well, I was trying to make it happen.
But my house is always open when the other place isn't available.
Yeah, because y'all not getting my room.
She thinks she got a room at y'all?
She thinks she did.
Oh, no. I know. I talked to my sister.
So we better split that room half and half then.
I'm already splitting it with her.
No, you're not.
That's what she said.
I don't care what she said.
I don't care who said.
Listen, I don't care what she said.
We gotta split the room in fours.
No, it's
in fours, bro.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Well, me and Anthony share space, so we're gonna split it in threes. We need to get the bigger half, and y'all gotta split y'all half. We compromise.
Fucking crazy.
I gotta spend $4 to get back from there too. I definitely got a room.
This whole year been going by fast.
What you talking about?
Yeah.
So hopefully this month go by fast.
Facts.
Yeah, this year been yearing.
You know, I'm just waiting to see like how my mom gonna be like within this month. Like, it's food on the stove. Like, I don't know if she gonna say it. She probably said it.
She gonna say it.
Like, I wonder if Freddie gonna be like, yo.
I'm about to say she got me.
I don't know. I wonder if Freddie gonna be like, yo, come watch the game with me. Like,
What game? Playoffs over.
baseball, anything.
I ain't. Oh, he watched baseball.
He watched all that shit. Yeah, he was a coach for Devontae. Like, he coached all that
What
shit.
you gonna do? Coming bonus.
Coming bonus.
He gonna walk in.
I gotta do it. Irene talking crazy to me, but then turning around and ask me, "Can I take her to work?"
She gonna be walking around smacking you up.
She'll be
You
like,
can sit right in the living room.
take
She be
that
like,
fucking bike.
Freddie gonna walk in.
Brother, what you? I mean, you ain't doing nothing. You sitting here waiting for your house to open up.
Wait for your house
yeah, she. I can definitely see Irene flaming you.
look. For your house
You ain't
to
got no
open
house.
up like it's a store.
Look, you ain't got a house yet. You still here?
She gonna tell you homeless MF.
Definitely gonna call him homeless.
Yo, that's funny. Terrible. Freddie gonna be like, why go on, son-in-law?
He's Jamaican?
Yeah,
You watch the game.
Yeah, London,
I'm about
Jamaica.
to.
You about to be jerk chicken.
Remember what I was saying? We
You
gonna
did,
try to do
yeah.
London. What I say? 2027, 2027,
I think you said 6.
or 26. One of them.
Yeah.
So
Because Instagram, you told Instagram Dubai was 25. Y'all know I remember everything.
Yeah, cause that was that was then the B's. I forgot. We thought about that shit when we was in Cabo for.
I know.
Yeah.
So
I guess
10th. It would be his 10th.
So I guess the vacation that I was going that we were going to plan in 2025 is not happening.
No, we gonna be straight by then.
You talking about going to Dubai?
So.
I like it. Talk that talk.
Dog, I told you I've been waiting for all this shit to clear up so we could really get to. Remember my 5-year plan I was telling you about?
I remember all that.
I can't start that shit now until now. It was supposed to start this year, but now we gonna have to start that shit either 25 or 24.
Well, make sure y'all add another kid in there or two.
The kids ain't involved
In their 5-year plan.
Vacation
However y'all want to do.
so
Oh no! When I said add another kid, and I meant me.
Fuck them kids.
No, me, nigga, me.
Oh, like you being a kid.
Yes.
I thought you was about to
hell?
say.
I thought you was.
I was calling the people.
I was gonna let it rock.
Who people?
my thanks for looking out
All the niggas.
is going to be people be like act like you've been there before. Like Rome said, I ain't never been here before, so I'm hyping shit. Nastasha night looking out again because remember I was trying to figure out my whole situation with my CPAP machine and the distilled water because you got to have distilled water, and she was like, "Well, let me contact the resort." Resort is going to have 2 bottles of distilled water in the room waiting for me so I can use my machine.
And 2 bottles is going to be enough for like 2 weeks, right? Or not 2 weeks, but like a week, right?
Oh, yeah, a week. Because she said it's a liter. And my machine to get to the minimum line is 8 ounces. So I did the math and told her I was probably going to need 2 bottles. So yeah, she looked out. She
her
looked
name
out.
is Nastasha. What's her name?
Nastasha.
Night.
Nastasha?
Yeah.
All right.
That's what it looked like to me, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah. It's been all over the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nastasha.
I'll tell you how ignorant I am. She saved on my phone under Natasha. I thought it was a typo. Not gonna lie to you.
So if anybody actually wants to book a trip, Instagram is Travel Goddess.
What'd that say?
Natasha.
Travel Goddess, correct?
Travel Goddess, yeah.
Not that that's what she saved in.
I mean, what else she gonna be staying at?
She
I'm not gonna make the comment on the air.
definitely stayed.
Who the fuck is Natasha?
That's why I said I'm not even about
Put the
to.
Travel Goddess at the end to make sure that
I gotta ask you that.
Look.
I mean,
Loki don't want to put goddess. Listen.
I mean, it just sounds like she's traveling to and from.
out of pocket. But no, like she definitely like if you guys are looking for a travel agent, she been on it. She been on it for me and my wife.
And the prices are really good too.
Yeah.
She got a lot of specials. It's one of them girls like,
How do they get paid?
what you mean how they get paid?
Oh, for you.
Nigga, what?
But how? Like I'm paid like she get the
I know,
entire
because that
breakdown.
fee don't seem like it's big, right?
Yeah, it was $30 to
Yeah,
start
her
the whole
fee don't
booking
feel like it's
process.
big.
Yeah.
To start.
Yeah. So again, it's equivalent to you got to give me a deposit. It's non-refundable, so I'm going to make it some money regardless. But in the event in which you go through with everything, I get more. It's more.
It's probably something underlining that we don't know about.
Yeah, that's what. So
It has to be. It has to be.
But the
Because
thing is,
everybody
the
ain't
receipt,
just-
the receipt breakdown look like I'm paying for the entire. Like it's just
Because it seemed like realtor type shit. Like, realtors don't get paid. So if you a realtor and you ain't sold a house in 6 fucking months, you just ain't got
You
no
just
bread.
been showing
You know what I'm
houses.
saying? So if you got people who
Yeah, like you just been showing cribs.
it gotta be something like
Yeah.
like something bigger than that. Like I know with realtors, of course, like it's a percentage, but they also gotta bust that percentage down with their agency. So
Yeah.
you never know how like what type of time that shit on.
Yeah, and they also if you go to their Instagram and then their website, they got a lot of quick trips too. Like if you want to do like a quick 3-day trip to like Vegas and shit,
like 20 hours.
cheap as shit.
Did I tell you I was going to Vegas in January? Did I tell you?
Yes, I believe you did. I believe you did.
When don't fucking lie.
I think
when?
it was verbally, not chat wise. I think it was verbally.
No, he's going to the time tree.
But I believe it was.
I'm
indeed,
pretty sure that's what
I
he
believe it was indeed verbally, if I'm not mistaken, right?
For your birthday?
That's my birthday. But yeah, it's like around that time.
Yeah. I believe he definitely said that verbally.
Oh, we're gonna be on break anyway.
Yep. Well,
Monty, you
no, I'm
got,
sorry, Monty. Do you have a thing looking up?
And it better not be that damn. That shit was funny, dog.
I wish I could erase certain shit.
Yeah, I was cracking up. I said, that's my new joint. That's
I
it.
don't like y'all.
Every
No,
shit.
my thanks for looking out is the same as it's always is when I'm not here and then I'm here. Thank you guys for letting me come and parlay.
Don't
with the
say letting
gang.
you come like I ain't walked through the door and I just saw you sitting there. like I was creeping in. Remember the episode of Cosby when she crept in and they put the couch facing the door. She put that light on. As soon as she put that light on, she saw it. Yeah, that's how I felt. Like, oh shit, hey mom.
And take us out, good sir.
I look forward to them days.
What?
If T.Y. wants to get the house.
I'm gonna be the aunt that texts him to tell him how to do it.
Call me.
I'll be dead to the world.
Call me.
I am.
I'm there.
Yeah. Get the front, I get the back. Whoop his ass.
Cause by the time.
But then again, like I said, once I got a car, it was ball game for that. So I ain't had to sneak out. I just stayed out a little later.
Don't get him a car yet.
I'm gonna straight tell him, listen, if you know you're gonna be going to the crib after 12, you better text somebody. Simple as that.
Who he text?
First of all, he
Nah,
gonna
yo.
be in Jersey. So, well, if that happens,
The
then
rules
he'll
is
be in Jersey.
the rules is different.
The roads is definitely different. He gonna be like, God damn, it's a mile and a half.
He not bad.
Ain't no scepter.
He gonna be, first of all, over there.
Ain't too much left to Uber, big fella. It's a little bit here and there. It
But
ain't
if he
too
got
crazy.
a car,
he ain't getting one.
my man gonna be all the way in Atlantic City. You ain't gonna know where he at.
Better he got an iPhone?
If you got a car, yeah, I do got this time.
Get location. I got you.
I'ma cut it off. They're watching you.
THELNL podcast on all social media platforms all across the board. ANT_N.I.C.E ANT_nice215 on Twitter. Chef,
What do you call a mini mom? I'm sorry. What do you call a smaller mom? That's
a
what
mini
it's
mom.
called. No,
So you didn't give us the answer.
I fucked up.
Wait, so what is this saying again?
It don't matter. I messed up.
Oh, so that was the answer?
It wasn't the answer, but it was
Start
close
over. I
enough to
believe
it.
I take it out. Just give us that one.
Only got one left.
Well, get some more.
All right. So how do basketball players stay cool in games?
Flag on the play.
Wrong sport.
You said how?
They sit in front of the fans.
That was a good one.
That
What's
was
the question
definitely a
again?
good one. How do basketball players stay cool in games?
That was a good one, Steph. Damn.
That's just the 3 weeks in a row I thought I had it.
Yeah, you be close as hell.
No, them other Jones, it was one word off. Like, it don't count. Is fans in that answer? If fans in that answer, do get the fuck out of here.
It's literally probably like one word off or some shit.
Definitely is.
Don't say, how about I say, don't say they wave at him.
I'm fuck no, he won. I'm not doing this shit.
Because they stand next to their fans.
See?
In front.
Steph's answer was better because they really not next to the motherfuckers. They in front of
answers
them.
do better than making me mad. That's
Yeah,
why I
like they be in front of them.
Listen, man, theromanway.com for all of your catering needs. The Roman Way on Instagram. Chef Rome 89. I do this wrong every time. Chef Rome _89 on Instagram. Twitter is who_got_wings. Listen, this summer I am out here and I might just start doing my pop-up dinners like I was doing the weekends a couple years ago in the middle of the pandemic when we was really pandemicing and y'all couldn't like come. You had to go to the door, like don't step on my door because I don't tell you. So I got some stuff in the works with that coming out. Got a couple catering events coming up as well. So in the words of Anthony, book up.
So I'm gonna tell you this: I'm gonna support regardless. But when you come out with that barbecue pop up,
I forgot about that.
Please let me know.
I didn't add that to my.
You didn't.
I'm sorry.
Monty, where they can find you at?
I don't care. She ain't gonna be here next week.
I guess y'all don't care.
You can
His
find.
podcast.
He said we don't care. What you said?
I don't remember what I said. You know I don't remember.
It sounded like he said we, but it's his podcast, so
Don't say that. I'm sorry. I won't say that this week.
Underscore buy me cheese. If you can't spell cheese, don't follow me. I don't really never give out my Facebook and my Twitter.
Because now she's in a relationship again.
I think you should give out your Twitter.
My Twitter be jumping. Okay, so my Twitter.
You should repost the very little I post on my Twitter since that joint be cracking.
I'm fine. All right, my Twitter is. I gotta pull my phone out for this though. My Twitter is Mani with an I, so MANI, capital MOTIVATE_. Mani Motivate _ on Twitter. If you figure out my first and last name from these two things, you'll find my Facebook.
Well, facts.
I thought your name was on.
Stuff. Go ahead.
Well,
that can actually be one of them joints that give away or something like that.
He just Dr. Evil with the shit out of you.
follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Himkage, H1MKAGE. Please follow the. Not even follow. Can you participate, please?
Not
Y'all
follow.
they doing better.
They doing better.
No.
Yes, they are.
No.
They doing better. They put their own post up on the joint now.
Right, so here we go.
They doing better. Don't do that to them. They doing better.
I'm singling cats out. Do not call me to have a conversation about something that we talked about on the podcast. Do not call me in the middle of you listening. Yo, I got a question. Because 9 times out of 10, Brandon, the answer that you're looking for, if you continue to listen, you will get it.
Fuck it. I'm doing it too. Pop. Don't call me.
Wait, whoa, Dad. Never mind.
I knew to never mind.
I was playing that. You called me, but you can't post it on Justin.
Can you post it in there?
Damn,
Can you post it in there before? Post it in the group before.
I did tell him I'm gonna find his name and put him in the jump.
But no,
I'm about to do it now.
shout out to all of you guys that actually engage in conversation. We would definitely like it to be more. We try and get more traction. Mm-hmm. Shout out to all of our listeners, all 7 of our viewers.
Hey man,
That's real rap.
Yeah, we're keeping it funky. We be working hard.
We be podding.
It may not look like it sometimes, but if y'all can see the shit that go on behind
And my
the
wife
scenes,
hate when your boy be editing.
she does. Shout out to Ant. No, there ain't any more shout outs to Ant. I don't care. Hey, I save it for next week. My things looking on next week. But yeah, if y'all don't listen, no, I'm not gonna say it. That's me.
Fuck y'all.
We out. Bye.